This is Richard Ogachi. This is my channel. Guys, thank you so much for those who've subscribed already. And if you've not subscribed, please find it in your heart to subscribe and let's keep sharing these stories. So, I stopped at a point where I was trying to explain about my moving to the US, the kind of challenges that I faced. So, um, I'm going to start from the point of when I finally got to get to the hospital and now practice as an RN. And it was a whole new experience and so much happened. But again, you see, I only came to appreciate the experience because I had already like really struggled to get my registered nurse license. I struggled to pass the boards, which was really a big deal. That I mean, made me end up in really serious confusion and like what exactly happened. Because you see, initially when I came, as I always say, that maybe just man plans, but God laughs. So when I finally was not able to I got really crazy about the delays that happened from my passing of my board exams. That's how I ended up working everywhere. I did work in most of the factories. I did factory work. I worked in Walmart. I also worked in different McDonald's. I also did a lot of volunteer work, especially in the my school kids foundation. I also went to the community foundation and did a bit of volunteer work with them, which was a good thing, anyways. And I think the best thing that happened was I kept myself busy. I was like with it. It didn't like super stress me. I was super stressed, but I was able to handle. I was like, okay, these are delays, and this have come to a point where this is not what I had envisioned because I had plans, I had timelines, but that never happened. I went back to the drawing board and did change everything how I wanted things to happen. But uh, finally, I got to pass my board exams. I became a registered nurse, a US registered nurse, and now that's where the real deal began. Real registered nurse practice in the US started. I worked in one of the best hospitals that you can ever imagine in the US, Jasper Memorial Hospital. I believe I met the best people there. Some of the people I've worked with in that hospital have super work ethic. They are good people. They really supported me, and they actually were there for me to show me the ropes, and they guided me. They showed me the way. It was really good experiences, and I think it's only ungrateful people who will never appreciate such an experience because it was so dear to me. Because actually, the experience was so new because of the systems, the charting systems. Like mostly they still use Epic, and that took time for me to learn to chart using Epic, and of course the whole concept around the nursing process. They have different kind of machines they use for dispensing and drug administration, like the Pixies. The famous Pixies is used. It took some time before I got used to use them, and it was really good experiences. But what I've learned from all this, part of which is never give up. That's the mantra. That's why I mostly use that mantra. I have a lot of t-shirts like never give up, just do it, taking action, take the next step. And I believe that failure, other than death, is just in your mind. It's only a mindset. If you think that you're gonna fail, whatever that you fail doing, you can always go back and try something else. I mean, so long as it doesn't kill you. Failure doesn't kill. If it's not something that is super dangerous and it gets into risking your life, it's worth it doing. It's worth it trying. Because even if you fail, most of the people, or most of us, we suffer from, like, if I fail, what will people say? What will be the attitude people will have towards me? When you fail, all you do not get what you wanted, and then people know that you did not get what you targeted to get. Really, that's where the stresses and super stresses, and you get disappointed, you get frustrated because of thinking like what people will think of you, especially when you put like standards. You've said, okay, you've always hyped yourself, you'll be able to do this, you'll be able to do that. You never want people to know that, despite you telling them that you will do it, you are not able to do it. You're not able to win. You lost. It's usually, in the most part, affects our esteem and affects our feeling, especially knowing that other people know that you lost. Other people know that you didn't win. Which is the most part, nothing really happens. Nothing will happen, because in the end, it only depends with you. It's what you are. It's what you become. How you handle rejection is going to be the most important thing. How you adjust yourself to acquaint yourself to know that, okay, it didn't work out. What next? What am I going to do? How will I explain, putting too much pressure on yourself to even justify and explain. Some people must go to an extent of even lying that they passed an exam which they've not passed, because they want to create statement. They want to make statement. They want to play into showing other people what they are able to do. But in the most part, it only ends up affecting or hurting your progress, because then you're not able to come out clearly to say that it didn't happen. Or even the people who are able to help you, they can't help you because you already have not owned up, and you not been able to share with them that you lost or you didn't win. So being in that situation was really the most frustrating thing. But I mean, I was open about it. I was open to my wife about it, and everybody else who was around me then. Most of my friends from our church also were aware about it, so it didn't put too much pressure on me. But at least I really wanted to let it get behind me. Yeah, so it's been an interesting experiences, and so what I've mostly the best thing I've liked about healthcare in the US is the whole concept around access. That when you are sick, you go to a hospital, you are able to get services or help in the hospital before you pay. Because most of the other places, we don't have access, in the sense that you have to pay, or they have to know who is paying before they can attend to you. So most of the time, most private hospitals end up asking for cash deposits, so that at least they can be assured they'll be able to get their money back, which is I think in the most part has caused a lot of unnecessary debts. Because then if you're going to juggle between who is going to pay, let's get the cash deposit, and the patients are deteriorating, or they are maybe have an acute condition, they are losing maybe blood, they're bleeding, or they have maybe brain injury, that is usually have very poor outcomes when there is delay in terms of the time you take to respond, then that means the outcome, the overall treatment outcome is not going to be good. So the best of the best in the healthcare system in the US, of course, we have downsides like it's the healthcare is super expensive, but at least access. It's better you are treated first, and then they send the bill home. That's one of the best, I think. So, I mean, more of these experiences, and thank you so much for those who've subscribed, and thank you so much for the support. And maybe if you have any questions, you can just make comments. Just ask the question directly on the comment section, and let's keep sharing this. It's never easy to even know that you've been able to at least achieve or move towards where you've always wanted to. So then, just to thank everybody who supported me, and I am just sharing this story so that maybe if there's anybody out there who really have questions, or they wanna like understand and get things right, it's always good to share. And also maybe it may help somebody somewhere who is looking for this kind of information. So man, thank you so much. My name is Richard Ogachi, and this is my channel. I'd love to ask you to subscribe and make comments, ask questions, and let's keep sharing this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow for sure. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Cheers.